EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. That is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
79 Bronco.
To throw is Wilson. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. For a gain of 31.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And room there to work it inside the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, the Rams had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now 2nd and 3. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 and the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 sets, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a toss running left, Akers.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, Wilson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
They go play action with Wilson. Toward the pylon, caught. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Cup.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Akers diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Sometimes offensive, you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
96 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready, right?
And Walker once more.
Walker showing the power. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
They're going to look to throw.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Touchdown!
DK Metcalf.
47 yards.
And the Seahawks have come back to make it a 2-point game.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Panther Street.
They'll run the toss to Walker. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Block at the man in motion.
70 Rangers.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready, check.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Walker with another carry.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
70 Timberwolves.
2nd and long.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, A sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump. It's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now Myers for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, here's Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Shoves him aside. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a toss play for Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Slide for the PAT. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
19 tight.
2nd and 6. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to move back in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make this a 6-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't.
Walker now on 1st and 10. 142 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd and a couple.
18 Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. Finding Walker complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Lockett the man in motion.
Bronco 80. 19.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
19. Go quick.
They'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Wilson, he's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
It's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And they'll run it here.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Play action. It's Wilson.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wilson. That'll be caught. It's caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's second down. Wilson will throw again.
A little short pass. This is Everett fighting his way through contact.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
They'll run here with Akers.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
Touchdown, Rams!
Cam Akers.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Rams are an extra point away from capturing the lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 9.
Hey, smash Broncos.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's 3rd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
And this pass broken up. And the contact lulled time there. And now 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Wilson, and that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now it's Lockett. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Boy, 184 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And going right back to Walker. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Running right, here's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They'll set up a throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now a play fake here on first down. Noah Fant with a catch on the crossing route. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken a fourth quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. On first down, Wilson. That's caught. It's 2-2 that run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to find Atwell open downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quadre Diggs.
And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box?
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Now he's held and return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now Wilson on first down. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down, here's Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. The job one to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now to 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down, goal to go.
79 Broncos.
Now it's Wilson. Touchdown, Rams. Anthony Schwartz. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here we go, here we go. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Seahawks are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 56, Rams 42.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Wilson. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and it was their quarterback who led the way, Charles. Pretty impressive play for a rookie.
Yeah, this was a game for the ages, wasn't it? 6 touchdown passes. He had this offense running to its absolute peak efficiency, and I tell you what, that's as good a game as you'll see at the quarterback position.
So for the Seahawks, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of